This is what I would refer to as a unicorn Holmes retro fan. It was manufactured around 2015, perhaps, and it was sold in Target stores back around 2015. Target, had these, fans displayed. They had these stand fans. Plus, they also had their Holmes table fans to go with it. For several years, Target did carry these, new vintage fans on their fan shelf. But for the past several years, the retro fans aren't actually available inside the store anymore. You can still order retro fans from Target. You just have to go online to, do so. But for a while, they were selling these style fans right on their shelf. It was about a year or two. Maybe this particular design lasted for only a year or so. Let me briefly compare it to the retro fan that I keep in my bedroom. This pedestal fan that I videoed on numerous occasions, this was probably sold at Target the year after this style was discontinued. This one is a bronze color, and whereas to this is silver. As you look at the fan that was available the next year, it has the same style of knife-shaped blades that's very standard on a huge portion of, the new vintage fans available today. This is a blade style for the vast majority of retro fans of today. The typical knife-shaped blades. And the Hunter fans that they sell now are basically a remake of this Holmes fan. And I've seen online, Holmes now sells these fans with a remote control. It has a remote device in the stand that can be controlled with a remote control, unlike, these fans. But standard nice shaped blades. However, you look at the blade design of this, it doesn't, have them, familiar knife blades. It's more of simply an oblong, blade that's rounded off on both ends. And this style of blade is kind of reminiscent of an exhaust fan I saw at a bar as a very little youngster on this boat trip from eons ago. But can see the difference. this one is rounded off, and what's cool is you go down the blade there and it's like, tapered off, kind of in line of, the top, rivets. And the blade black brackets to this one are like, black blade brackets with silver blades, and the rest silver, which I think is pretty unique. This fan was sitting up in my attic for a number of years. I just simply had it for the collection, but as of this year, I'm like, now using it and using it to help supplement the ventilation in the back of my house. I decided to start using this fan. And whenever I've used it, I come to find out it's impressive. It might even be a bit more powerful than my other retro fans, no doubt. This fan looks brand new. After I wiped it off, being stored in my attic, it looks just as good as, freshly new, when it's actually, really a decade old. Hence old stock. It's in really mint condition. Has the, same style of, short housed motor like the other Holmes fan I just showed, and also the Cozy Breeze fan that I've made an appearance in my, films. Very similar to the fan that was beside here, except for different color and different blade design. But it's a very impressive fan. There's the info if you can make it out. I did a video of a fan that, Amazon is selling. It's called Good Housekeeping. The brand is Good Housekeeping. And that fan that's being sold on Amazon, being sold on Sylvain, being Better Homes and Garden, and some other marketplaces. That's a very conspicuous fan, reminiscent oval blades of fans long ago. And if I needed another fan, that's exactly what I would buy. But I'm not gonna buy it. It's got plenty of other fans. And I thought, well, I'll just get my hands on this fan stored away for many years. Because to me, it's like, similar to, that's a Good Housekeeping fan, kind of a unicorn fan in that aspect, except for this one has like a thinner blades than the Good Housekeeping sold today. It has thinner blades, but still maybe kind of an oblong oval shape, however you want to put it. This is what reminds me most of the Good Housekeeping fan. Very, very peculiar in kind of that frame of mind. So I was like, well, guess I'll start using it. And let's go ahead and perform this. This is low. Medium. High. Oscillation. Very impressive airflow. It might even top out around maybe a little over 2,000 CFM. You can see some play in the curtains. Oscillate. You can see a drifting of a little bit of everything. Very impressive, and it's also quiet for what it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. It wouldn't be a real fan video without the spin down, so let's do the spin down. Altogether, this is worth writing home about.